as a decisive leader who dispatched the al-Qaeda leader despite the deaths of advisors, studies, and men. And Politico came out with another documentary reveal breakdown on this. White House fabrication that Obama called out Bin Laden. And so they're basically so this is what you get when nobody's telling the truth. You get this muddying of waters. And then let's go back to the Bin Laden. Special Ops Commander says book on SEAL raid that killed Bin Laden is...
Raid was still undeveloped.
It's a pretty harsh story. And look, I should say in regard to what I said earlier about not understanding her point really, or not being able to place myself in the same situation, perhaps I just haven't had a hard enough life. I mean, I'm not from rich parents or anything like that. My parents are divorced, but I certainly didn't have it as bad as she did. Now, I do agree with her point, or what you said earlier about having a problem with the argument that, look, they're all worth something, and, you know, if you could have a baby, there's no reason to abort it, but as so many simplistic arguments do, that falls apart when you take it just one or two steps further. Then why aren't women continuously pregnant, conservative women? If you shouldn't abort children that you've gone one or two steps towards, why aren't you pregnant as soon as your body is physically capable and just...
All right, and finally, new rule, Al Gore must come out with a sequel to his movie about climate change and call it An Inconvenient Truth 2. What the fuck is wrong with you people? I say this because a bunch of depressing new surveys reveal that people in droves are starting to believe that global warming is a hoax. And this time, it has a lot of money. It means we have to pretend there are always two truths. On the side that doesn't know anything or something to say. On this side of the debate, every scientist in the world. On the other,
wait a minute, I'm writing. I'm a writer. I started doing the books, and I thought I write for two destinations. I write for books, and I write for my stage shows. That's all. HBO is just a way of taking pictures of things and sending them to your house.
This was a revelation that you were a writer?
It was a revelation that I was more of a writer than a performer. And I started describing myself as